Hey guys, it's me Seren back with another car video. I have my window rolled down. It's kind of breezy right now. I hope it's not like super noisy, but we'll see. This video was highly requested, like fucking requested, like on this article that's going around by this girl, Nigerian girl, about her family's participation in the slave trade. So my friend actually DM'd me the article on Instagram and was like, have you seen this? And I hadn't seen it. My friend was like the first person that sent it to me. I was like, oh no, I haven't seen it. I read it. I believe it was published in the New Yorker. I read it. And then like all these people were like hitting me up about it all week, and like asking me what did I think about it and could I make a video about it. And you know, it's funny because I was just like, it's funny because I kind of feel like, number one, you guys already know how I feel. You guys already know how I feel about this. Like, it's funny because in my fucking LMFAO video, somebody left a comment. I'm not going to put you on blast in case you watch this video. I'm not even going to do it. But somebody left a comment, a longtime subscriber, somebody that has been leaving comments for years, that was like, you know, I used to love your commentary on black issues, but now I just feel like you're so divisive, and you're, you know, we're all black and we're all the same, and I don't understand why you're always talking about differences within the diaspora, and like, what is the point of that? And then like, here comes this motherfucking article talking about motherfucking the participation of, you know, this Nigerian family, you know, fucking continental African in the slave trade. And also talking about, and this is also a part of the conversation that I ended up having with my friend that had initially sent me the article, this conversation about this concept of like, you know, slaves and descendants of slaves versus, I know this is gonna get loud, sorry, versus, you know, freeborns, you know, what they call freeborns. And you know, how for generations this was seen as a point of, you know, pride in her family, that her family was able to acquire, you know, wealth and all these things through the dealing and selling of you know, what they would now, you know, call all their own people. But when I fucking talk about it, and when I bring it up, and when I say, you know, we're not all the same, and when I say there's a rift, I'm motherfucking divisive. I'm too divisive. And why do I keep talking about it? Why do I keep talking about it? Why do I keep talking? And it's been at least a year now, right? Going all the way back to like when Get Out fucking came out, going all the way back to Black Panther, it's been at least a fucking year that I've been talking about this, at least. This like, you know, like, I was talking to somebody else on Instagram. Somebody hit me up on Instagram asking me about like some Black American research. Several people have been hitting me up. Oh, my thing fell. Several people have been hitting me up wanting to work on, you know, projects involving like Black American, you know, research specifically, because like so much of our activism revolves around this idea of this, you know, this Pan-Africanism and this idea that we're all the same, and this go back to Africa fucking shit. A lot of us in this kind of more contemporary Black American activism, you know, that's centered around us, you know, descendants of American chattel slavery, we're starting from scratch, because it's like, we're not lost, we're not a lost tribe, we're not confused, we don't want to go back to Africa. Don't even call me an African American. You guys also know how I feel about that. Like, don't call me an African American, call me a Black American, please. Like, or call me a DACS, a descendant of American chattel slavery. Like, we are different. Like, Black Americans specifically occupy a really unique place in time and history, having been thrown through half a millennia to the point where we had to create our own culture, we had to create our own history, we had to create our own everything, because that was stripped from us. Yes, I made my peace with that and I moved on. And so this article is almost kind of talking about the other side of that, which is fucking, you know, a lot of Africans needing to fucking reconcile the part that they played in chattel slavery, you know, roots. when I did my fucking Roots review. Even Roots explored this. Fucking Kunta Kinte and Roots, right, is captured and fucking sold into slavery by a rival fucking tribe, right? That's fucking jealous. That's jealous of him. That's jealous of his family. That's jealous of his father. That's jealous of what they have. Which is also discussed in this article that this girl wrote. You know, a lot of the backstory behind, you know, how there were Africans that were, you know, sold into slavery, again, for money, for land, for weapons, as a punishment, as I don't fuck with you, I hate you, I'm jealous of you, so I'm gonna fucking sell you, I'm gonna give you to fucking white people because I'm a fucking hater. Like, and a lot of y'all still have those hater ass tendencies. I'm gonna, you know, it's gonna be a punishment for something you did wrong, you know, and this idea that is still so pervasive in a lot of I am gonna say the culture of fucking continental Africans. And I really don't give a fuck, because I know y'all gonna be crying in the comments about Africa is so big and Africa is so many countries and you guys are always talking about us like we're one fucking group and stop trying to, like, I really don't care. Like, I don't care. I really don't care. Like, I don't care. I said what I fucking said. I said continental Africans. I fucking refer to foreign blacks. Somebody was like, why are you calling us foreign blacks? That's so fucking rude. I was like, bitch, I'm American. I live in America. I'm making fucking videos from my American Western perspective. The fuck do you want me to call you? You're a fucking foreign black, bitch. Shut up. Fucking whiny crybabies complaining and not even able to fucking reconcile the part that they played in us even motherfucking being here. Not even able to fucking reconcile the part that they're still playing right now and fucking standing on our shoulders and fucking taking what the fuck is ours. What I was just talking about in my LMFAO video, what fucking Samuel L. Jackson was talking about when he fucking brought up Daniel Kaluuya and the whole fucking Get Out situation, right? Y'all gotta come over here. Y'all gotta come over here and imitate us and play us in movies. And fucking get all up on our fucking culture. Get all up on our music. Get all up on our shit. And then what's the first thing that people like to say too? Well, it's not our fault that it's bad. It's not our fault that it's like so hard for us over in our countries to fucking get put on. It's not our fault that we have to go to America. Bitch, how about you fucking work in your own country to improve shit in your own country? Did you ever fucking think about that? If it's so hard, how about you fucking stay there and work hard to improve your shit just like we did? We got what we have because we fucking worked hard as fuck for it. Like, we worked hard as fuck for everything that we have in terms of our fucking hypervisibility too, which we don't even fucking control our own fucking narrative. We worked hard, like, and everybody want to fucking stand on the backs of black Americans and fucking ride us into the promised land like we fucking donkeys or some shit. And like, black Americans have decided that shit is over. Like, that time has come and gone. Like, y'all not gonna keep fucking coming over here standing on our backs expecting us to do for y'all what y'all would not do for us. Especially considering the fact that so many of y'all yet again haven't even reconciled the fact that so many of y'all even played a role in American chattel slavery as it is. So many of y'all still play a role as it is in fucking taking shit away from us, which I've talked about in other videos. Coming over here trying to put on African American hoodness, whatever, like a fucking coat. Oh, well, I live here now, so I'm just gonna fucking check off African American on the motherfucking census, and I'm gonna take advantage of all these fucking programs that are meant to be for the descendants of American chattel slavery, even though I'm not a descendant of American chattel slavery, even though my family might have even benefited from chattel slavery across generations by selling my own people into slavery. Now I can come to America and I could just say I'm African American now, and I'm gonna take advantage of all these fucking programs and opportunities that's supposed to be for the descendants of American chattel slavery that I had to actually deal with some fucking real shit in this country when your parents just came here 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, didn't have to deal with none of what we deal with, but you want to reap the motherfucking benefits. Didn't have to deal with what we had to deal with breaking into the mainstream industry, which we're still struggling with, but y'all want to come here and take from us and reap the benefits. And I really don't care, because people keep saying that I'm xenophobic, that I'm a nationalist, all this other shit. Like, I really don't care, because nobody can dispute what the fuck I'm saying. And I've been saying it for a long time, and nobody can fucking dispute it. Whenever you start talking about it, all people say is the same old shit. Oh, you divisive. Oh, we all black. This, that, and the third. Like, but we're not all black if fucking you're standing on my back. We're not all black if you're fucking taking food out of my mouth. we're not all black. If you're coming over here stealing fucking opportunities away from me and my people, descendants of American chattel slavery, like, those are my people. Those are my people. I mean, and West Indians too, because West Indians, you know, y'all sold them too. Y'all sold them too. West Indians have a decent handle on it as well. Like, I was talking to my friend who's Jamaican, and we were kind of like talking about this article about, you know, the quote unquote shame and stigma, which you guys know I've also talked about quite a bit, how those of us that are the descendants of American chattel slavery and slavery in the Americas, which includes Central America, which includes the West Indies, the Caribbean, how we are looked down upon, Black Americans in particular, because even now there's still this idea that like America is like not a real place, and that our culture is not real, and that anybody could just move. Like, I can't just move to Jamaica and be like, yes, I'm Jamaican now, I'm a Jamaican, let me like put on Jamaicanness like a coat, and all the fucking programs and all the benefits and all the shit that people got, that people fucking fought and died for in Jamaica. Give it to me now. People come to America and they do that with Black American shit. So even then, it's still a little bit different. But we were talking about this idea that as the descendants of slavery, we're supposed to feel shame, which I know y'all have heard me talk about, and I don't feel shame. My friend does feel some shame about it. I'm like, I don't feel ashamed. I didn't do anything wrong. I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of. If there is any type of shame, it damn sure ain't mine. That shit belongs to white people, and it belongs to these fucking continental Africans that sold their own people for some fucking land and some money and a house and some guns that they are now trying to fucking reconcile with. And a big part of even trying to reconcile that, in my opinion, is the fact that, you know, now being black is like hot, but what people believe to be being black is really Black American shit specifically. So you have everybody trying to latch onto us and clutch onto our shit, which is also a huge part of this, oh, we're all the same, stop trying to divide us. It's like, no, you want from me, you want something from me, you want to be able to claim my heritage, my culture, my history, even though you didn't go through what I go through. You feel like, oh, well, I'm black and you're black, so I should be able to claim that, even though I didn't do shit to earn it. Give it to me anyway. Culture vultures. Y'all are fucking culture vultures. Even though you're black, you're still fucking culture vultures on our culture completely, 100%. And it's just like, I don't feel no shame about being the descendants of fucking slaves. The people that I'm descended from, just like I said in my fucking black people are fucking magic video. The people that I'm descended from are motherfucking survivors. Like, we survived the Middle Passage. We survived the auction block. We survived the plantation. We survived the Civil War. We survived Reconstruction. We survived segregation. We survived Jim Crow. We survived fake-ass integration, aka assimilation. We survived lynchings. We survived burnings. We survived mobs. We survived crack cocaine. We survived motherfucking Ronald Reagan and goddamn Nixon. We survived guns. We survived the war on drugs. We survived mass incarceration. We survived the school-to-prison pipeline. We're surviving police brutality. We still here right now surviving. I don't feel no type of shame. Like, my people are fucking survivors, period. Like, period. If you fucking are a descendant of slavery and you're here right now, like, you're strong as fuck. Like, physically, like, people were like worked to the bone till they dropped dead, literally, on the plantation, till their fucking muscles and ligaments and bones like popped out. So number one, just even like your bloodline is fucking strong. Like, you survived. Like, you're not dead. Like, your ancestors didn't fucking die. Like, I'm not gonna be fucking ashamed of that. Like, I'm a survivor. Like, and everything we have, we earned. And I know I've said this before, like, I said this over and over, like, everything that we have, we fought for and we earned. And then you have these fucking people that didn't fight for shit, that didn't earn shit, that want to come here and fucking take, and then be like, well, we all black, what's the problem? But y'all haven't even reconciled your own fucking place. Stay in your country, reconcile your own place first before you come over here trying to grab bag on my shit. That shit is a problem. When I fucking go to fucking read the shit about the music and like shit that's like popping, I go look at the name. I be like, Nigerian name. I'm not reading this shit. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think about my culture. I don't care what you think about my music. I don't care what you think about my fucking food. I don't give a fuck what you think about anything. Like, I'm divisive. Like, it's right there in the about section on my fucking page. Like, and I'm still gonna do that follow-up video to the LMFAO, because there is some more stuff I want to say about that I've even been thinking about for a while, on just like some various things that if you watch me regularly, you guys know. Like, it's just like, none of this is new. Like, none of this is new to me. Like, none of this is new. Like, this is shit that I've been saying for a long ass time about we're different. We're different. We're different. Like, I'm off that Pan-Africanism shit. Like, I'm not on that shit no more. Like, no disrespect to Marcus Garvey or like anybody that's still on it, but like, we're different. And people really need to start reconciling the fact that we're different. People really need to start reconciling the fact that Black Americans, the descendants of American chattel slavery, native born blacks, native son of this fucking country is a thing. Like, us having our own culture is a thing. These fucking foreigners, foreign born blacks, exported over here, LMFAO, Daniel Kaluuya, bitch, Naomi Harris is a Brit playing the mom in fucking Moonlight, coming over here to fucking play us, creeping up in our shit, trying to claim our shit. Oh, we African American, why can't we claim African American? You're not a descendant of American chattel slavery, bitch. You didn't go through what I went through in this country. You shouldn't get what I fucking have here. Sorry. Like, that's some real shit. And this is not a new wave for me. Like, you guys know I've been saying it for a while. Like, Black Americans don't get our fucking respect. Like, we don't get no fucking respect. Like, nobody fucking respects us. Nobody thinks we have a culture. Yet at the same time, everybody trying to grab bag on our shit and be us and get benefits off what we did and what we've gone through and what we've lived through. Even people that are still to this day also still benefiting from fucking selling us into slavery. Is that not fucked the fuck up? People really need to start reconciling these differences within the fucking diaspora, seriously, and stop trying to shut us up when we fucking talk about it. Like, it's fucking black, like, it's motherfucking Black American gang, like, it's AA gang, bitch, like, or nothing. Now, you could get with it if you a foreign-born black, because I have like a little London crew that's been watching me for a long time that gets it. Like I said, a lot of West Indians and Caribbeans that were also enslaved, they get it. Haitians really motherfucking get it. Haitians don't fuck with nobody. Haitians don't trust nobody. Like, Haitians are like, bitch, what diaspora? Like, they're like, they understand. Like, but like, a lot of y'all got to get with it. Like, number one, y'all have to start reconciling. A lot of continental Africans need to start reconciling the part that they themselves played in chattel slavery. Number one, definitely. Number two, foreign blacks in general need to start reconciling the part that they are playing in fucking cultural appropriation and this culture vulture shit. They need to start recognizing the part that they are playing and leaving their fucking home countries where shit is bad, instead of staying and fighting. Like, we couldn't leave the United States, so what do we have to do? We have to stay here and fucking fight. We had to stay here and fight for what we have. Instead of y'all staying and fighting and making some shit for yourselves, though, y'all want to come over here and eat off us and ride off our wave and claim to be us, so that y'all can get what we have. Even though you didn't go through what we went through, you didn't work like we did. Y'all just want to come take advantage. That's some culture vulture shit, is it not? A lot of this shit is gonna have to get reconciled, and a lot of, like I said, like, a lot of Black Americans are really getting tired of it. That shit's really coming to a head. That's just all I have to say about that. Like, I feel like I don't have nothing like about that in particular. Like I said, I am still going to do my follow-up video on LMFAO, where I go a little bit more deeper into some of the other things that I've been thinking about. But, like, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. I don't know. That's what it is. Like, I've done several videos on this now. I will link them in the description box. And also, if you click the eye in the right-hand corner, they should pop up. But, like, Get Out, we talked about it. I have a whole video called Is Fucking Black American and Ethnicity, where we talk about it. Yes, it is. We are our own ethnicity. Our race is black. Our nationality is American. Our ethnicity will be Black American or descendant of American chattel slavery, whatever you want to call it. You can't just move here to this country and all of a sudden, just because you're black in America, now you African American. No. I was talking to my friend, my Jamaican friend. I was like, if they handed out reparations for American chattel slavery specifically, because you live here now, would you fucking line up and get it? He was like, no, because I'm not a descendant of American chattel slavery. He was like, now my people were slaves in Jamaica, so that's a different story, but not here. I was like, you have fucking people that Really would. Like, you have people that their parents came here in the fucking 80s and 90s that would be nicely lined up talking about they want to get some reparations because they're African Americans, and they wouldn't see nothing wrong with that. And if you say to them that's not right, they will say, well, we're all black, why are you being divisive? Why don't you want me to get something? They don't even see what's wrong with it. They don't even see the part that they're playing in the erasure. They don't even see when black Americans can't even fucking write about ourselves and our own culture and our own music. All that shit's been written about by motherfucking foreigners like DJ Academics, bitch ass, that still have this separation from us because they're not American. They didn't grow up here. Their parents not from here. Their grandparents aren't from here. Their great grandparents aren't from here. They don't know what it's like growing up here. They have a separation, and they the ones that's writing about us and our culture and our music. That's an issue. That's erasure. That's appropriation. When fucking native born black Americans singing R&B can't get put on, but the first fucking exported British bitch over here gets fucking blown the fuck up, that's erasure. That's appropriation. That's a problem. I don't know how many videos I'm gonna have to make about this before y'all niggas fucking catch on and wake up and get the shit. I don't know what y'all want me to say. Descendants of American chattel slavery is our own ethnicity. It's our own shit. Y'all can't just put our shit on like a coat. Either you are the shit or you ain't the shit. And a lot of y'all ain't the shit and you're pretending. Just because you're black. Nah. We off that. We off that. We off that. We're off that. And that's not to say like black people should not fucking fight white people together, because it's still like fuck them too, like, but at the same time y'all can't keep trying to fucking slap band-aids on these differences and act like they don't matter and act like we're all the same. Like, stop doing that. Like, stop it. Like, stop that shit. Because like, we're different. We have a different history. We have a different culture. We eat different food. Like, I don't eat no motherfucking plantains. I don't eat no dirt bananas, bitch. Like, we are not the same. We are different. We need to reconcile these differences. Reconcile what happened to us. Understand those differences. And y'all need to hop the fuck up off our shit before we do any type of moving forward to fucking fight against white people, or it's not gonna work. Like, our house is divided. And it's not divided because I'm motherfucking talking about it. Because y'all be using them white people motherfucking talking points too. Like y'all have heard me say. Y'all open the book up, the White People Handbook, verse 1, page 1. It's divisive to talk about our differences. Like, no, we really have to start reconciling that shit. And y'all need to start motherfucking putting some respect on black Americans' name. And yet again, recognizing and reconciling the role that y'all play in our fucking erasure and appropriation. And even the role that a lot of people, y'all played in fucking slavery and us even being here. And the role that y'all play to this day, to this moment, in the appropriation of our culture that you don't fucking understand and don't even really give a fuck about. Y'all just want that black American cool. Y'all ain't even cool. You swagless. Dweebs. Yeah, I said it. So what? And I've been saying it, and I'm gonna continue to say it. Get Out video will be linked where we talked about this. Black Panther video will be linked where we talked about this. Is Black American and Ethnicity video will be linked where we talk about this. All the videos where I know for a fact I've mentioned this previously will be linked in the description box. And LMFAO part 2 is still coming. So this, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Y'all know I say shit and y'all talk mad shit about me, and then 6 months later, a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, Negro Damas was right. So the reconciliation is motherfucking coming. So be prepared. That's all I gotta say about that. Peace. A couple more things I want to throw in also. I also want to throw in, which I know I've also said previously, it annoys the shit out of people when you are not ashamed of being American. People have this like knee jerk, which I've also talked with friends about that are not American, have this like knee jerk reaction where they just like despise everything American, which I get. Like, our motherfucking president right now is a bitch. Like, American imperialism is some bullshit, like, totally. But, and I've said this for any of you that remember, like, when I was on Twitter, I used to get into arguments with people about this all the time, where I was like, y'all get American fucking imperialist infrastructure confused with black Americans all the time. I was like, because black Americans do not benefit from American imperialist infrastructure. Even going back to like the GI Bill, which like explicitly, expressly left out Black American veterans. Like Black Americans could even go motherfucking serve in a war, go serve in Vietnam, go serve here, go serve there, and come back to America and be left out of fucking infrastructure, be left out of government programming specifically for vets, be left out of shit. Y'all fucking talk about, oh, like blue passports and like blue passport privilege. I'm like, yo, your average fucking nigga, your average Black American nigga doesn't even have a fucking passport, can't even afford. You know how expensive it is to get a motherfucking passport? Like, do you know how expensive it is to travel, let alone to like travel internationally? Like, there's two Americas. Like, I remember when fucking Mike Brown got killed, they ran a cover on, I want to say it was Time, that said two Americas, and like one side was white. It was like the St. Louis like arc thing, and like one side was white and one side was black. I always loved that cover because there's really two Americas. We take pride in being Black Americans, yes, because that's what we are. We built this fucking godforsaken fucking place. Like, we built this country quite literally from the ground up. Like, I was born and raised in Washington, D.C. My family has been there, you know, forever. And before that, we were in fucking North Carolina on a plantation. So it's just like Black Americans, like slaves, like built the White House, like built the Capitol building. Like, we literally built this shit. Like, this is our fucking place. Like, our fucking bones of our ancestors are here. Our blood, sweat, and tears are motherfucking here. And that doesn't mean that we're benefiting from all this American imperialist infrastructure and all this shit that y'all try to make like, oh, I can't believe y'all are like proud of America. Like, it's not about being proud of America, but we do have pride in ourselves, and people don't like that shit either. Like, people hate us having pride in ourselves. They want us to be beat down into the dirt, beat down into the ground, you know, on our knees, sucking them off, begging for forgiveness for the fact that we are American, despite the fact that we live in a totally different version of America. Like, we damn near living in motherfucking the upside down version of America. Like, that's where we live, and we still take pride in ourselves, but that doesn't mean like we are proud of America in that sense. That shit is also very confusing to people that don't have our experience. Like, Black Americans, the descendants of American chattel slavery, are really the living embodiment of double consciousness, like of several things being true all at once. We are here because of American chattel slavery. We are here in spite of American chattel slavery. Like, both of those things are occurring at once. Like, we have pride in ourselves as the descendants of an institution and a time period and a place that was quite literally designed to wipe us out. We have pride in ourselves being here, but that don't mean we have pride in this country. And that is a double consciousness that I think you will not understand if you are not one of us, and y'all don't be one of us, and y'all don't be having that understanding, and y'all be wanting to beat us over the head about shit that y'all don't get. Like, and y'all need to shut the fuck up.